In today's video, I'm in the jungle, and this jungle is surrounded by cows and motorcycles. And in my opinion, the best way to relax is to the sound of cows and motorcycles. This combination is just so good. This is why I came here. It is not because there was a huge fucking festival in the area where I wanted to wild camp and just relax, and I had basically no place to pitch my tent. It is not the reason. The real reason is because my love to cows and motorcycles and their sounds. Now, in this video, I will tell you some tips on how to know if you shouldn't trade Forex. Because most people talk about, topics all the time, that you should start Forex at this broker, you should start Forex now, you should start Forex with this many amount of dollars, you should start Forex with all these things. Those are really important. I've talked about in like 90 of my videos about that. But sometimes you have to talk about when you just shouldn't trade Forex, because there are times it is not a job that is always the best for your mental and physical health. Fuck no. So the first thing is a thing that is not mentioned enough, in my opinion, or rather it is not mentioned by anyone ever. This is, don't trade Forex if you have a temper that you can't manage, if you have an anger, aggression, and all those kind of feelings towards like kind of unpredictable situations and random situations that happens in your life. If you are flexible and if you can treat situations in the same way, even if it's predictable, unpredictable, random, or completely random, you are ready for Forex trading. But if you imagine Forex trading like the easiest job where you sipping cocktails on the beach, you are listening to some good music, drinking wine, beer, and eating a pizza. If you imagine to do that, if you are not ready and you have a temper towards unpredictable things, it will be the completely opposite. You will be angry all the time, you will be stressed, you won't sleep a minute, you will always check your phone. What the fuck is with my trading, and you won't listen to any music. You will be in your head all the time, and you will be just a mess. Oh, family life, forget it, it's out of the window. So you have to be prepared mentally to trade Forex. It is really important, and nobody talks about it because they just want your money. And if you get a heart attack, why would they care? And so this is the first thing. The second thing is, if you don't want to learn new things, it is quite obvious, but most traders, they just want to get rich quick. And if you don't want to learn new things, and that way to get rich, not quick, but to get rich, in my opinion, you shouldn't trade Forex. Because Forex, when you start to learn to trade Forex, it is just a ton of new things that you should learn. And if you want to be profitable in Forex trading, so in the top like 1% or 0.1%, who are profitable, man, you should learn. You have to learn a lot, and you have to learn everything until you find out your style of trading, because everyone has a style. And if you don't know your style of trading, you will be a mess. And if you have a temper, the combination of not learning and the temper, your life is over. So if you don't want to learn and you just want to get rich quick, just place some orders, some trades on, I don't know, anything, and you just want to go to $1 million, and that's it, and you just brag to your friends and your family. That's not the way. Forex trading is not for that. So it is a hard way to make an easy living. So it is just so important. And the third thing is that and it is just the truth. Here's a leaf. The truth. If you don't have the money that you would just bury in your, you would just bury in your garden and forget about it, or just burn it. If you don't have that kind of money for the first time of your trading, I would suggest do not trade at all, because you will lose that money that you will first invest. And if you start on your own without, like a professional EA or something, or anything like that, just manually, and it is a good way to learn trading, don't get me wrong, but prepare. And I don't say that don't trade Forex because you will lose money. No, I say that if you don't have that kind of money that is just kind of there, and of course you could buy things with that money, but it is not essential for your life. So if you don't have that, you lose that money, you die. It is not healthy to trade with that money, because that will elevate the risk of losing that money, because you will have the emotional stress that you will feel with every trade when it goes in a negative direction. And this is the reason why you won't close the trades when they are in the negative direction, and this is the reason why you move your stop loss, and that is the reason why you will blow your account. So only trade with the amount of money that you are ready to lose the first time of trading, or second time, or even the third time. It is entirely possible that if you learned enough, you won't lose that money, and you will be, break even for a couple of years. You will learn to trade, and then you will be profitable. But 99% of traders, they lose their money that they invest in Forex trading. It is not because of the markets, it is not because of some EAs, it is not because of because if you are dumb, it is not because of that. It's because it is so hard. It is just like a fee for university or for anything that you learn in life. It is kind of the first love. Most of the time you lose it, and there are some people, like 1 in a million, who are staying together forever. It is like this. So if you find the true style of your trading, and you learned a lot from life and from trading, and you are ready, that is like finding your true love. So it is important. It's important to invest the time and energy, because if you find it, it is the greatest thing in the world. So it is important. Now, there is one thing that is, however, in my opinion, not really a barrier if you want to learn to trade. Finally, something it is not a barrier, and it is, in my opinion, time. If you don't have the time to learn to trade, most of the time, I recommend to not trade at all, because you will be stressed because of your positions and stuff, and that you can't put the effort to trading. But I don't say that you shouldn't start to trade, because most people don't have the time, just all day for trading. It would be crazy. But try to learn to trade in a different way, like just grab 1 hour from each day and learn to trade. Put some orders, some positions to market that are not day trading positions, of course, because that is just bullshit, but some weekly positions or monthly positions, and that you can check on your phone, while you're working and stuff, from time to time. And that way you can actually learn to trade, and you won't be concentrating all day, every day on those trades, and you won't be attached emotionally to those trades. And this is how you will get the best out of your learning curve. So it is actually, for some people, kind of beneficial to have a day job when they start to learn to trade, because they can be better traders because of it. I hope this video was useful for you. I will drink some milk, of course, because I like milk, and it has a lot of proteins. And of course, the propaganda nowadays are telling you to not drink milk. They told you to drink milk like 20 years ago, and I guess they will tell you to drink milk in the future. It is economy. Economy is always changing, and businesses and companies and people are always finding ways to, like, just put one product to the shining light and then just, take it back and then put it again. And they find these great opportunities to sell you products, like these alternative foods. And of course, in 10 years you will find out that those foods are causing cancer, but then they will tell you that, oh, here is another product. So it is just so beautiful. It is so beautiful how the world works, and how people are always finding ways to sell products. It is kind of like trading. Don't be pessimistic about humanity, because I think most of it is awesome. We are just so interesting. Ciao.